Hi, my name's Sasha Simic, and you should go pluck yourself.
Hello and welcome to Go Pluck Yourself, the Actor's Pursuit. My name is Chris Gunn. How we doing, guys? We okay? We doing all right? We coping all right? I got a lot of new followers this week. Instagram kind of went crazy, which is really lovely. I've been enjoying the dopamine hits from all the new followers. So if you just joined this little community, welcome. This is Go Pluck Yourself. It's a podcast for actors and filmmakers. But hey, if you're not an actor or a filmmaker, you're welcome here too. So why did I start this podcast? Well, because every time I'm on a film set or in a rehearsal room or whatever, I always end up having these really lovely in-depth chats with my fellow actors and filmmakers. And to be honest, these kinds of conversations are where I learn the most about the industry and different processes and new ideas and perspectives. So I thought, why not share these chats with whoever wants to listen? And if that's you, you're in the right place. So here we are. If you'd like to participate in any of the conversations, please feel free to drop a comment in any of the videos. Now, I do want to announce a slight change in the way that I do things here. When I started this podcast, the goal was to deliver weekly episodes. But if you're a regular listener, I'm sure you would have noticed by now that I'm clearly not keeping up with that. So instead of chasing my tail and promising weekly episodes, I'm just going to move to fortnightly because I want to give you guys the best product that I can. And if that means giving myself a little bit more time to put together an episode, then that's what I'm gonna do. Maybe one day I'll go back to weekly episodes, but for now, I know my limits. There's no point burning myself out. And I think I look tired. Do I look tired? Apparently I look tired, because I am. Okay guys, today I'm sitting down with someone who at 29 years old has already toured the entire world doing what he loves. He's performed in musicals, in theatre, at theme parks, on cruise lines. He's just gotten back from 4 months in Japan. The guy has literally been everywhere. His name is Sasha Simic, and what I love about Sasha is that he's got this kind of very endearing naivety, which it's probably been his biggest strength, I think. He's like the antithesis of imposter syndrome, you know? He just doesn't seem to have ever let his lack of experience, if he's ever had that, get in the way of trying new things, which is kind of how experience works. Like you have to experience things to become experienced at things. And he's got this wonderful memory and a lovely, excitable way of telling stories, and it's really beautiful to watch. And he's really cheeky and confident and spontaneous, and you know, 1 minute he'll be talking about his parents escaping the Yugoslav war, and the next he's sitting there with one leg over his head. You know, I just love the way his brain fires from one story to another. It was just really fun to sit down with him and chat, and you're going to love it. Okay guys, hit subscribe, give us a follow on Instagram, share this podcast with someone. You know, get this thing out there. Please enjoy my wonderful chat with the delightful Sasha Simic. Oh yeah, editing is a whole thing, man. It takes me like 3 days to edit an episode.
Yeah, but you're very meticulous and like I want it to look or sound exactly like this. So you'll do 3 days of that.
Yeah, I'm like taking out breaths and ums and then like leaving the right amount in so it still sounds natural, you know.
What is the right amount of breaths to leave in?
Just enough to not pass out.
Yeah. I guess on the topic of social media.
Hey, you start the interview. I like this. No, seriously,
I have.
do it. Yeah, go.
Welcome to Plucked.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Plucked. What is this? What is the actual?
Go Pluck Yourself.
Go Pluck Yourself.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Go Pluck Yourself.
Yeah.
I have watched Go Pluck Yourself.
Oh, have you?
Because I'm a fan.
Look at me, man. Don't worry. They're not there.
Oh, I'm just doing my thing to the crowd.
Yeah, I know.
Got to give them cheese shots.
Yeah.
I love a
give
camera.
them a few cheese shots.
I love a camera. Yeah. What was I talking about? Social media.
Yeah.
It's a necessity for us as a performer, right?
Yeah.
You have to be able to understand how to do media training by yourself, how to post the correct things and all this and that. So many skills that you just don't cover in training, I feel like.
No, there's no training on this. No. You just have to start doing it. I mean, it's a lot of time. And
it's also a lot of money to do.
It's a lot of money. It's a lot of time. No. But I also think it's not the only way to. There are definitely actors that are not like really prominent on social media that are still, you know, having really good careers. It's if you want to like get your name out there and you've got the skills, it's really helpful. But I mean, I know actors that are just getting work and they hardly ever post. So
it might.
You can also just be a really good actor.
Hey, Chris, what's that like?
I don't know.
I wish I did.
I'm not taking that road. I'm
I'm a podcaster.
I'm a podcaster now.
Damn it.
Well, how do you go about it? I mean,
Well, my realm of performing is much more in the theatre aspect. I'm much more of a live performer. I do TV and film, and most of my work is in commercial work. But I'm very prominent on live scene stuff.
yeah,
And I've just found in the last, probably when COVID happened and we all had to go into sending tapes all the time, right?
Yeah.
On a lot of those forms that like you submit your things through, there's always a question about your social handles, your social tags, everything like that.
yeah, true.
And I'm just like, is it you're making sure this person isn't problematic? Like, are you going through their
they're doing
social
a background check.
Which makes sense,
Yeah, sure.
right? You don't
Yeah.
want someone problematic on tour.
Yeah.
Or is it a matter of, are you popular enough for us to sell tickets?
Do you think that's a factor in theatre?
100%.
Really?
100%. Because it's, at the end of the day, it's a business. Everything's a business,
Yeah.
right? The people that are putting on the show have to make enough money to do that show and any future shows they want to do. Today, literally today on Theatre Works, I read an article about another musical theatre production company going into liquidation.
Really?
Second time they've gone into liquidation and they've just permanently said, we're done. We're closing it off. I've noticed it a few times. Last year and this year, just like a lot of companies are shutting down because they're just not making enough money to do touring musicals or live theatre and stuff. Yeah, it's...
So what kind of companies are sort of thriving in that scene? Yeah.
Ones that have an international market, I find, do very well. International, because I work a lot internationally. Like I fly over to Asia and Europe and America a lot and stuff. Overseas, like the arts bloom. People will come and watch anything and everything. Like it's much more involved. I feel like we've, for a long time here, had to fight for support for the arts, right?
As in from
The government.
or not the audience necessarily.
Not the audience necessarily. The government.
It's not like in
definitely.
Australia, like it's like it's an attitude towards the arts.
It is culturally as well. I feel like the people that come to the arts fall into specific categories. Like anytime I go to an opening night or I watch a show,
Yeah.
the biggest majority I feel like are people 60 plus, 50 plus, whatever.
Yeah.
But I think that's also like the generational thing of you would go to watch a show,
Yeah.
a real life show. That was entertainment. You weren't sitting at home, Netflix, Hulu, whatever else.
Yeah, that's how they grew up, like going to the theater. That was their entertainment.
And then
We're just scrolling.
Doom scroll. No, literally though we are. And it's like a lot of the marketing training I've been like reading into and doing for socials and stuff talks about just like when you're putting out content, it can't be 5 to 10 minutes anymore. It has to be 30-second to a minute clips.
Yeah.
Because people are just,
Bro.
is that what you've been having to?
Well, no, I was just thinking about that whole thing about how on Netflix, like, and all the streaming platforms, the shows that they're writing. Basically, the idea is that like it needs to be dumb enough so that people that are scrolling on their phone can still follow what they're watching on Netflix. So they're dumbing down the writing so that you can just be like tune in every now and then and be like, oh yeah, bad guy chasing good guy.
Yeah, we're losing depth.
Yeah, and it's like, oh my God, like what are we doing? You know what I mean?
We're accommodating to the masses is what
Yeah,
we're doing,
but
right?
no, don't accommodate. We need to go back.
You accommodate
The masses need to go, this isn't actually very nice. We need to go back to what's enjoyable and go back to the theatre and,
Well, this,
go back to
I think
long form.
This kind of loops back to what I was saying before with why people aren't coming to watch theatre as much and stuff. It's this idea that like we have so many other priorities in life at the moment that spending $80, $90 to go watch a musical or whatever else is not justifiable for me to do when I can sit on my phone and just scroll through my vertical dramas.
Yeah. Well, mate.
I don't want to live in that world.
No, you're right. It's what is the draw to go and see some live theatre now when it's that it costs so much. And you can get the dopamine fix at home.
Yeah. That's the thing though, like I'm sure you have the same experience because of what we do when you go to watch something that you also participate in.
Yeah.
You can never really just be an observer. You have to some degree be a professional, I guess, would maybe be the right way to put it.
Yeah.
Where you're like,
well, what is that experience for you then?
So like if I go to watch a musical, I'm going to notice if something is off. I'm going to notice if like someone missing something. Yeah, because I mean, you just do it for so long, you get fine tuned to it.
Yeah.
And it's like, because I literally like for months on end, I'm surrounded by the same people singing the same stuff in the same show. And if you go to watch that same show done by a different company somewhere, you are going to notice when something's off or out or whatever else, right? So there's that. And then there's the other thing of like wow factor.
Yeah.
Like the last time I watched a show where I went, whoa,
Yeah.
was Mary Poppins when it was here.
Yes. Yeah, that was unreal.
My friend, she was in it, and she was like, "Oh, come to opening night. I got you some tickets."
Yeah.
I was like, "I love you. You're the best."
Yeah.
And I'm sitting at the back, and I am watching somebody tap dance on the ceiling, and I'm going, "I have never in my life seen this before."
Yeah,
and I was losing my mind, and just like it's a spectacle, like, it's beautiful.
It was so good. And when she flies out into the audience.
And when she flies out into the audience,
God.
and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I would pay $200 to come watch this.
Yeah.
But I think that's the thing. If you're gonna draw people in that aren't either in that generation of I want to see old stuff or I like musicals or I like theater, you have to have a spectacle of some kind, something that's gonna go, oh damn, that was worth coming to see this.
But then, like, who's going to watch indie theater and stuff? Because, like, I feel like the only people that are going to watch that are the friends of people that are in it and, like, that sort of immediate group, you know?
I think it depends on location, because one of the things I found living in Melbourne,
Yeah.
you have the opportunity to go do anything any night of the week. I got really into going to open mic poetry.
Right. Okay.
And so every Wednesday I'd go to this pub with a bunch of people, like-minded people, and there's like 15, 20 people there, but they're there every week doing open mic poetry.
Right.
Good luck trying to do that here and have like a consistent audience of 20 people.
Why is that?
Because it's so niche and we're just so small here.
We just
I feel
don't think to do stuff like that.
Also,
like to
people,
go out.
people here just want to go watch the AFL.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Like I'm doing an open mic comedy night on Monday. Just get my comedic skills. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, in the city.
Sick.
But I got into doing the comedy stuff in Melbourne as well because there's a big scene there for it. And people come to that, but it's very limited. Like I go to open mics where you play guitar and sing with a friend.
Do you play? Or you just watch?
Yeah, I play and sing.
Sick.
I like how I've come back for a holiday, but I'm just basically performing still. But
No, that's
for
awesome.
Me,
That's so good. Yeah. Isn't that why you're doing it?
Yeah. Well, it's too layered.
It's fun for you.
It's
as
fun
well,
for
right?
me. But when I first started performing, I fell into performing accidentally. That's how I grew up in Sydney. And I was a swimmer for a very long time. Very good. Like was going to go pro and do all that sort of stuff, and then just quit when I was 17, 16 because it just got too much for me.
Right. Okay.
And mum and dad were like, I come from a very ethnic family. Oh, you are going to be doctor then. That's my dad.
Yeah.
You not want to swim? You'll be doctor.
Right.
And I was like, I guess I'll be a doctor.
Yeah.
And I'm like riddled with ADHD, unmedicated, uninterested, just having a fun time being a showboat during school and stuff. And I remember in year 11, like I took all the smart subjects. I took chemistry, bio, extension 2 English. And then I think it was 3 months in, I went, hate all this. And my drama teacher was the first time I'd done drama.
Yeah.
The reason I do performing for a living is because of this woman, Miss Angela Price. We love you. We did an improv like in the circle kind of thing. And I went ham because I was having the time of my life.
Yeah.
She just looks at me and goes, have you ever genuinely thought about doing this as a career?
Really?
Yeah. And I was like, no. She goes, I think you could. And I went, I might.
Okay, Angela.
I might just do that.
Sure thing.
So I drop all my subjects that are smart. I go to the bare basics.
Nice.
I fully invest into drama.
Yeah.
The other drama teacher works in community theatre. And he's like, can you, Sasha, you sing and dance? Because I had done a bit of dancing when I was in primary school and stuff. And he's like, we need a boy dancer in this show we're doing. It's a musical. So I went and did that. And then basically, long story short, I went to uni to do performing arts in Wollongong.
Yeah.
And that was terrible.
Really?
Basically, the course they were doing at the time was very like, not me. That's the best way to put it. It was very like intrinsic acting, like removing the facade of performing and trying to get really internalized and very like Stanislavski orientated, but without the names and the techniques and the history of it, I guess. It was much more like everything was about feeling. Everything was so like fundamentally about internal feeling rather than external factors.
And so you prefer that sort of more performative kind of theatrical...
at 18, when you're young and you have no experience about it and your understanding of what you do is your understanding, like you don't have ways to explain how you do the things you do, but you're good at it.
Yeah.
Ignorance and arrogance are a forefront for an 18-year-old man.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
And so I dropped out and then was working at JB Hi-Fi in the warehouse and then did this audition for Universal Studios Japan.
Right.
So I auditioned to be a host.
Yeah.
I was like, I can do that. And I went to the audition and I'd never been to auditions. Like, again, I'm not from this world, so I don't have any like understanding of the performing arts at this point.
Yeah.
Made a CV, just bummed a CV, printed out my headshot at Officeworks. Had a date with my high school girlfriend that day. So I was dressed in like date clothes to go out afterwards.
Yeah.
So I rock up to this studio where this audition is, and bless these people, man. They were so nice to me. They could tell I was so lost. Because like I rock up, everyone's wearing like, when you do a music theater degree or any kind of like performing arts, they teach you to wear like long black pants that you can dance in, nice shoes, character shoes, and then a nice fitting shirt.
What were you wearing? Tuxedo.
Chinos, a fucking polo, like just looking like a tool basically. And I rock up and I'm like, is this the audition for Universal? And the guy at the desk is like, oh, sweetheart, yeah. Like, yeah. Here's your number. I go in. I think I did a monologue from a movie I'd never seen. Just made my own version of that monologue.
Yeah.
They loved it. They were pissing themselves laughing at the panel. And I was like, that's a good sign.
Yeah.
They go, have you got anything else for us? And I went, nah, you told me to bring one monologue that you gave me. So I just brought that. And they were like, oh, just wait outside. So I go outside.
Yeah.
I'm waiting and like they cut 20 people. It's me and two other people. And they go, how would you feel about auditioning to be a stuntman? And I went, never done it. I go, I've played sport, pretty good at sport.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, that's fine. We're going to make you do a physical test. And so some guy that was like there to test stunt people.
Yeah.
He just made me do like flexibility, basic, is your body injured kind of stuff. And then I think a month later I get a phone call and he's like, how would you like to come to Japan? And then we have a career. The career starts.
And as a stuntman?
So I get trained in stunts to do this show called Terminator 2 3D, where I, guess what, play Terminator.
Wow.
And I come in on this motorbike on a track and I shoot this like T1000. Yeah, it was insane. I do that.
Dude, that's so cool.
It's so crazy, dude. No prior experience.
Did you go to the date?
Yeah, of course. She was my girlfriend at the time, of course. I was like, babe, I had a great audition. And she was like, that's nice. Yeah, so I start doing stunts. I'm also dancing in two different parades. Like there's a nighttime parade, a daytime parade.
Yeah. And
you live in this massive apartment complex, 200 performers.
Yeah.
You have the most talented people around you, like people that can sing, can dance, can act, can do stunt work, and like love what they do, and they're the top of their craft. Like I met the most, still to this, like this is 10 years ago now.
Yeah.
Still to this day, the people I met in that first contract, some of the best performers I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Hands down. And I was, again, arrogant, young, ignorant, thought I could do everything because I was just naturally good at some stuff. And so I take on like, all these extra dancing things, singing things, thinking I could do all this stuff. And basically a couple of years later, the reality of, when I go to uni to do a music theater degree and I realize, I can't sing. I don't know how to sing. I can dance okay. Like I can keep in time.
Yeah.
Like the reality of how underskilled you are for where you were prior is just a big reality. And then in that same vein, you understand, I have to be able to do everything.
Yes.
It's not enough to do one thing. And that doesn't necessarily just mean performing. It means like, I just keep learning that the more you just have to know more and more and more and more. And more.
Yeah.
Like there's never an ending thing. I learned to do magic last month.
Did you?
Like stage magic for this gig.
What kind of magic?
I'm talking like it was a Christmas show.
Yeah.
Third trick, which is the last trick, big trick. I disappear and Santa Claus appears.
What?
Big illusion.
From the North Pole?
I hope so.
Wow.
So there's the last trick. The first trick is there's a locked box hanging above the stage.
Yeah.
It's there from the start of the show. I make a point going, that box, it's going to be here the whole time. Hey, little kid, can you hold this key? It opens that box. Then later on in the show, we basically do this big bit where I throw a beach ball into the audience and I ask 3 questions and we write 3 answers on the whiteboard. And then I proceed to tell everybody, I've actually written those 3 answers in that box before the show started that you've all just randomly read out.
Yeah, yeah.
And then that's the trick.
It's in the box.
It's in the box.
Wow.
How did he know? Magic.
Oh, it's magic.
Yeah. Anyway, so I had to learn stuff like that.
That's sick. Yeah.
Never doing magic before. And I was like, I can't believe I'm 10 years into this and I'm still learning new stuff.
Yeah, of course, man.
It's crazy.
Yeah, no. I think the fact that you're so open to just like adding to your toolbox and learning new experiences is it's so cool. So where did all the dancing... Where did that come from? Because you were quite young when you started that as well.
This is a very funny one. This is thanks to my mother. So I went to... I guess I'll give a bit of background for my family, my life. So I'm actually a refugee baby.
Right.
So mum and dad were refugees from the Yugoslavian war, came over to Australia. I was born, first gen.
Yeah.
Very like quiet child life. Like didn't really go out to people's houses like you would as a kid because mum and dad were like, still, recovering from what's just happened.
Yeah.
Like we don't know where we are. We don't trust everybody yet. Yeah. Like it's a slow getting used to the country and people around you and stuff. And so I spent a lot of time by myself. But mum and dad worked all the time. And so when there was like extracurricular school stuff at the public school we went to, they would sign me up. And so one of the things was dancing on a Wednesday afternoon. So we were like 7 to 10-year-olds. I think it was hip hop dancing, but I remember what the song was. And it was 1-2 step by Sierra.
Oh yeah.
Automatic supersonic
remember.
beat is funky fresh.
Yeah.
So we learned this hip hop routine to this song.
Yeah.
It's Halloween, I think, around this time.
Right.
Because we then go to the Westfields shopping center in our local shopping center to perform this routine we've learnt, wearing like monster masks from the Halloween shop.
Okay.
And that is where I started dancing. And then I basically...
Would you just fall in love with it then, or did you enjoy it then?
I just enjoyed doing something physical. I'm hyper flexible for no reason in my legs.
Right.
Which I can demonstrate, I think, on camera right now.
Oh my God.
But that's my leg.
That's the thumbnail right there.
There
dude.
you go. So I've had that since I was a kid, like just stupidly flexible. Sorry, we broke Chris.
Oh, that was
So unnecessary. Because of the whole swimming stuff growing up, I was good at that. And then in year 8 and 9 in high school, we did electives.
Right.
And I picked woodwork as my masculine.
Oh yeah.
Masculine,
I did that.
strong.
I did that because I'm a
strong guy.
Okay.
And I picked dance because I'm also a strong man.
That's right. Yeah.
Only boy in the class, 8
Yeah.
people in the class, 7 girls, 1 boy.
Yeah.
And we did like contemporary
Like, this
dancing.
guy better do woodwork.
So I did it in high school as well for a bit, but like that was all rudimentary. Like, it wasn't anything crazy complicated, because when I went to uni and I'm like with dancers in a dance class, people that grew up dancing from like 5 and like mum took you to dance classes every afternoon. Different ball game, like completely different ball game.
Yeah.
Like I can dance. I never say I'm a dancer. Oh,
You're a dancer? What do you mean?
It's weird. People get real like uppity about stuff like that, about the labels you give yourself as a performer sometimes.
Oh, okay. You're right.
Where they're like, oh, really? How many years of classical ballet did you do?
Okay. You got to qualify yourself.
Well, in their eyes.
Yeah.
But that's like,
To them, yeah.
it's a subjective matter, right? It's like,
Yeah.
how pretentious are you to care about how my training was?
Yeah.
or what
Yeah.
Can I do
How
it?
much do I have to have done for it to count to you?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
People used to get
It's like when you call yourself an actor and they say, "Oh, yeah, what have you been in?" And you're like, "Enough, man. What's it to you?"
Yeah. My good rule, Dad actually gave me this rule. Was it Dad? I think so. But basically, you are considered a professional at your job when you are paid for it. That's the rule.
Yeah.
Right?
I like that. That's how I kind of saw it
If you've
as
been
well.
paid to do it,
Yeah,
you are
you're
a professional.
Yeah.
And you can't tell me otherwise.
Yeah.
Because who gets paid to do something they don't know how to do?
I've always said that. Like that's how I kind of qualified it for myself as well. I'm like, I'm getting paid to act now. I'm an actor. I'm a professional actor. But I heard a good one recently. Give yourself the label first and then earn it. You know, you can call yourself an actor and then
You got to work for it.
and then earn it to yourself
Yeah,
for
yeah,
yourself.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? What do you think of that?
It's like setting a goal.
Kind of, yeah. But at least you're not selling yourself short to other people. You're not like because the problem was always like, oh yeah, I do a bit of acting. And then no one's going to hire you if you just do a bit of acting.
Yeah.
You know, but if you say I'm an actor and then you earn it,
It's better to be.
I'm going to go do some workshops quickly.
I'm 100% with you though. It's
Yeah.
better to be overconfident than underconfident
Yeah,
in
yeah.
any kind of application like that, because I guarantee, I mean, not on this CV, but my first CV where I had, you know, when you used to do CVs and it'd be like skills and you'd have 70 million things you could do under
Yeah,
skills, like
yeah.
juggling, jet skiing, you know, whatever else. I remember like the amount of shit I put on there that I could not do, but I was like, if
Yeah.
I need to do it, like I had backflip on there and I remember getting called up for a commercial, like, can you backflip off a wall? And I was like, I could learn.
Well, yeah, I mean, don't put yourself in danger.
I mean, don't backflip off a wall if you can't backflip off a wall,
yeah,
but like,
I mean, I probably have a limit.
okay, truthfully, have you ever had anything on your performing CV where you were like, I can probably figure it out or I can fluff it if I need to?
Yeah, but only because I knew I was confident that I could.
Or was it?
I could probably do it. It's too recent.
I'm talking specifically for me about accents. So I have a lot of accents on there where I'm like, I have done that accent and I know I can do it if you give me
Yeah.
whatever prep time.
Yeah, okay.
Can I do it on the fly? Not well. Probably no.
Yeah.
But if you give me like 3-4 days of like, here's a script, you need to do this accent, I promise you, I will have that accent in those 4 days.
You're pretty good at accents.
Yeah, but I'm multilingual, so I think that kind of
helps.
leans into it.
Yeah. I would let them put me forward for the gig, and if I had a bit of time, like I would, you know, I'd put in the work to see if I can do it, and usually I can figure it out. But there's certain accents I definitely can't do.
I think that's just in general we're not allowed to do anymore.
Oh yeah, I'm not talking about them, but
yeah, there's heaps we're not allowed to do. I'm pretty sure, unless the role calls for it. I guess.
Holy shit, man.
Well, think about no.
Let's get cancelled.
What about the? No, I'm just. This is. I think it's relevant.
Yeah,
you know.
I can't do Scottish very well, is what I was saying.
Yeah,
and I'm Scottish, so I can say that. I can do that.
And we're gonna leave that there. And we're not gonna get cancelled.
Well, if you did have something that you were like, if you were offered something that you thought, well, no, this isn't appropriate for me to do, how would you go about? Like letting them know, like, look, I don't want to let you guys down, but I don't think I'm the right person for this. I don't think I should even audition for it because it's not
right. Yeah. So I lean into my agent a lot when that comes to that sort of stuff because they're so good at talking. Like their whole job is to talk to producers, directors, casting, all that sort of stuff. We have a good relationship where I'll sometimes get auditions for stuff that I turn down because I'm like, I'm either A, not interested in that role, or B, I don't think I fit that character. So I've had auditions like that where it's like, I'm a big dude. I'm 6'4", built like a Eastern European fridge, basically.
The best kind of fridge.
The best kind, the strongest ones. Yeah. And I hate typecasting. Like I know it's a thing and it's like you can't avoid it and whatever else because it's like, I know that I can do all these other things that you would look at me and go, oh, we can't put him in that because he looks the way he looks, and that's fine. But sometimes I'll get auditions for stuff where I'm aware, like, I don't look anything like this. Like, why have they asked me for this when I know it's like, it says, 5'8", like skinny, like, I had auditioned for Marty McFly's dad for something in Back to the Future, like for a musical thing somewhere. And I was just like, I can play like a geeky little, like, but visually you're going to see that and be like, oh, no, like he's 2 heads bigger than the other people. Why are we doing that? So like, I was like, oh, I'm good. Like, I don't think.
You didn't go for it?
Because why am I going to spend then? Because you and I are similar, I think, in this where like we go hard on our auditions. Like I'll build my backstory. I'll ask myself something. I'll do my whole like analysis of a script to get into the right space, and I'll embody my script and I'll put in the time and effort to learn it to do the best I can do. Yeah. Why waste my time and your time when we both know that if we get to round 2 or round 3 or in life, real life, when you see me, you're going to clock me and be like, oh, never mind.
Yeah, I see.
Because I feel like people don't actually read your height on CVs anymore. I think because we're such a self-tape society, they just go visually off what they see. Yeah. Right? And if you're shooting in mid, you're not getting how tall somebody is unless they're shooting next to a measuring tape.
Maybe that's why I have more luck with self-tapes because people don't realize how short I am. And then they get on set, they're like, what the
I think you can probably call me on this, but I think being shorter is better in TV and film.
I don't know.
You don't think so?
I mean, I don't think it's been a problem. Maybe. So far it's been fine.
Yeah.
I've heard like a lot of actors are really short. Connor was when he came on, he was saying that like when he went over to Cannes, and he's like, oh, everyone was so short. And I was like, oh, yeah, I think we'll be okay.
Yeah, we'll make it.
We'll be all right,
Yeah,
Damon Harriman was like, he's like my height. He's doing okay.
Yeah, he's doing great.
I think he'll be all right.
I think he'll make it. Yeah. I think he's got a good career ahead of him. I met Jason Momoa when we did Aquaman years and years.
Really?
The first Aquaman, like years and years ago. And I remember meeting him and being like, he's going to be massive. Actually, he was, you know what? I like him a lot. He's real chill. He was coming past on his golf cart and he was just eating chicken like out of a thing because we were lining up to do the.
Okay.
I feel like you've probably done it before. You know when you are doing extras work or whatever else, and they put you in the room with like 7 million cameras around to do the CGI stuff.
I've never done that.
No, I've done it once. I've only ever done it once. But basically, for the extras, they put us into this room. There's like 1,000.
Oh, for Aquaman,
for Aquaman, yeah. But he comes past in this golf cart eating chicken, and we're all like, "Oh, what's up, Jason?" And he's just like, "What's up, guys?" And he's like, "Stop the car." Gets off. He's like, "You guys want some chicken?" And I was like, first of all, sick. Secondly, I'm clocking him. He's my height, and I'm like, you are a normal sized person, but they make you out to seem like a giant. But
really?
Because I think
how tall is he?
My height's like 6'4".
That's huge.
Okay.
For me.
For you, yeah. I don't know. Well,
no, but that's okay. That's
but like you see him on
height.
screen,
okay.
Like screen makes you look how it looks. But it's just like this thing of if you're 6'4" and everyone else is. This is what I find in theatre a common thing.
Right. Yeah.
I did Jersey Boys last year in Alaska.
Yeah. It's so cool, man. Oh, man, just dropping this shit.
One of my favorite photos / videos is my friend Tommy. He's beautiful. This like 5'5" American dude, loveliest dude ever. Yeah. Skinny, amazing singer, just like real small compared to me.
Yeah.
And he's like covering one of the roles on stage next to me, and it's basically we're backstage. I'm playing bass, he's playing electric guitar, we're doing backup vocals for one of the scenes.
Wow.
And there's a photo of me and him next to each other in these matching black suits, and it looks like I've taken my son to work. Like it's just
Really?
it's just me and my kid. Like it just looks ridiculous.
Yeah.
And so it's just stuff like that where I'm like, in TV land, that's not uncommon. So you see somebody 6'4", you're like, that guy's massive.
Yeah.
Theatre, you can clock when somebody's huge because they're physically like ahead of.
Yeah. I have had to stand on Apple boxes for commercials and stuff because my cast mate is like really tall. Like, can we get a box for this guy? I'm like, oh, how humiliating.
I think, was that me?
I bring my own box now. No.
BYO.
Yeah.
BYOB. Bring your own box.
Comes with own box.
In your CV, extra skills, brings own box.
I'll bring my own box.
Weirdest commercial you've done?
Weirdest commercial I've done. Yeah, the most recent one I did was this Puopolo salami commercial. It was really fun. Like, I played the father and his son, and so they put me in like the older man makeup with the big bushy moustache and then like this like curly wig when I was younger and stuff. And yeah,
That's cool. That is cool.
It was
great.
wicked. It was a massive production. It was so much fun.
And
it's really funny.
Here?
Melbourne.
Wow.
Yeah, a few months ago.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was sick.
I like those fun ones.
Yeah, I loved it, man. I love that stuff. Yeah.
My silliest, probably the most fun too, it was years ago, it was for this kangaroo sausage brand called K-Roo.
Right.
And basically the shot, it's like
we do commercials for small goods, meats, sausages,
salami,
yeah.
kangaroo meat.
Yeah.
That's the look we have. That's the typecast.
I'm a vegetarian.
Ironically, oh no.
Yeah.
You're just there like,
I'm like, hey man,
hate
I'll
this.
support this.
Have you got
small
a
business.
tofu salami I could hold instead?
Anyway,
Yes, I did this kangaroo meat commercial, and it was basically in the same shooting way. Do you remember Superwog?
yeah.
That like YouTube channel? It was kind of like that, where it was like me and this guy are like lifting, bench pressing in the backyard, like on a thing, and I'm like, one more rep.
Yeah.
And then my mum comes out, or his mum comes out, and she's like, boys, there's kanga bangers. And then I'm like, oh yeah, and I like run over, and then he's like, bro, do you roo? And I go, yes, I do.
Oh, I remember that.
Do you remember that commercial?
Was that you?
That's me.
I remember that.
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
A couple of years ago.
I'm sure I've seen that since I've known you.
Oh, yeah, you have.
I didn't even recognize you in the ad. Just
What can I
so
say?
lucky.
I keep getting people messaging
Yes, I
me
do.
going about, because they just renewed that SA hospitality ad that we both did.
Which one did we do?
Remember the one where by SA, the one that we did, where there was all those vignettes? Did you
Oh, I wasn't in
I
that.
thought you did that one.
Was I?
I feel like you did do that one. Oh, it doesn't.
No, I don't think I did. Wait, what were they? I might have.
I think.
Fuck, I can't remember what I've done.
I feel like it's you at the beach or something with sand.
I don't think I did one. I don't because I have no recollection of that. Are you still getting rollovers for that? Because
Well,
if I did one, I would
I
like
better
a
get one.
rollover.
Yeah, they literally just renewed it this year, and I was like, I'm holding like a wine bottle and talking about wine, and it's funny.
Oh, okay.
I've still got commercials here when I've not been here for like years at a time.
They're still running here.
They're still running.
I love that, man.
I did
I love a rollover.
I love a rollover. So it always comes at the right
Surprise
time.
rollover. Yeah. Just when I'm on holiday or something, and I'm like, we're out of money. Oh,
Not anymore. I did a Weber.
that's such a flex right there. Anyway, go on.
Yeah, I mean,
It's not much,
I'm
guys.
professional.
It's not a lot of money. Please sign up to the Patreon.
I did a commercial for Weber grills.
Right. Okay.
And it was during the Big Bash. Cricket was on.
Yeah.
With my friends, I'd like to play the I'm famous card a lot of the time, just because it's funny. It's a good little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, I do this bit. Sorry, there is context. I do this bit because in Japan, when you work, you get what's called super fans. And so every time I do a contract over there for the show I'm doing, I'll get these super fans who follow you, like on Instagram, come to every single one of your shows, take photos and videos, buy you gifts, like send you stuff. Or yeah. It's like
Where do they come from? What do you mean?
Japan.
Yeah. Okay. That is what I meant. Yeah.
So you can get what's called an annual pass at Universal.
Oh,
which lets
okay.
you go to the park every day.
Yeah.
And some fans' entire life revolves around going to the park every day
Holy shit.
to
What
see
a
their
life.
favorite people.
Wow.
Yeah, it's full on.
And they're from Japan.
And they're from Japan.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So I had a couple of them. And when you come back to Australia and you try to explain that to people, they're like, what?
Yeah, like me. I'm
Yeah.
like, what?
But like,
What do you
they're
mean?
like, oh, you were famous. And I'm like, in that universe, Universal, yes.
Yeah.
Like, yes. But in reality, no.
As in, like, you, the actor or the character you're playing?
Both.
Okay.
Both. Well, I was just over there for Halloween.
Yeah.
And maybe I was friends with a character named Chris Redfield.
Okay.
He and I were very good friends.
Oh, you know Chris?
I know Chris from that Resident Evil game.
Yeah.
And so like there's people that love Chris.
Yeah.
And then the byproduct is they like the person that Chris is friends with.
It pays to be friends with Chris.
It pays to be friends with
That's
Chris.
what I always say.
So stuff like that. And so we're sitting one time in Peel Street. We're having a wine, me and two of my friends. This man walks past, this delivery driver. He's got like like a trolley with a bunch of cases. And he just looks disheveled, like hair coming out over here. Like just, he's walking past. And then he just goes, just locks eyes with me.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at him and I'm like, all right, okay. And then he walks past and he looks back and then he keeps walking. And I'm like, anyway, whatever. It's Adelaide, not unusual for stuff like that to happen.
Yeah.
So he comes back like 20 minutes later, stops right in front of us and he just goes, I know you. Points dead at me. And I go, oh. And he goes, you were on that Weber ad at the cricket.
He's a super fan.
Yeah. But he said that to me.
He's like, are you friends with Chris?
Yeah. And so he does that. He goes, great commercial. And then he just walks off. And I'm like taking a minute to process what's just happened.
So funny.
Then I am smiling from ear to ear to look at the two friends and go, I told you I was famous.
Kind of famous
And
over here,
they were
yeah.
they're like, I can't believe that just happened. I'm so upset.
I did years and years ago, I did a commercial called Crazy K where I played this like try-hard rapper that loses his license. Mm-hmm. Everyone at the time thought it was real because it was made to look like the character Crazy K made it himself. It was like a rap video and a little mockumentary. There's two videos that went out. You know, all the comments on YouTube were like, you're the worst rapper in Adelaide. This is like, you can't even rap. And it was so funny because I'm like, yeah, well, obviously it's meant to be shit.
A bit.
Anyway, that was played in like schools and stuff and it was like played in cinemas and stuff. And years later, I moved into this like a share house with some friends and we got a new housemate. And we're all sitting in the lounge room just all chatting. Like, we just met this new housemate. And my friends are like, kind of like, they love bringing up Crazy K. They're like, oh, Chris did this really funny ad, Crazy K. It's really funny. And then this guy's like, what? And they're like, yeah, it's really funny. We'll show you. He's like, no, wait, are you Crazy K? And I'm like, yeah, I did this ad. He's just like, fuck. And he runs out of the room and he gets his phone and he calls his mate. He's like, I just moved in with Crazy K. We were just like lost it. And then I had to explain to him like, yeah, no, I'm not a rapper. Like,
Yeah. He's
like, oh,
devastated.
really?
He's like, my whole life's revolved around you being a real person. That's nuts.
That was so funny, yeah.
I made the mistake of, I just did this, like I said, this Christmas tour with the magic and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's me, the male vocalist, female musician, and then 6 or 7 calisthenics girls that do like calisthenics. But one of the things they love to bring up after I told them trying to like have a bonding moment was I go, oh, fun, like we're doing fun facts. I'm like, okay, fun fact. I was the biggest baby born in Australia in 50 years. Random fun fact.
Real fact?
Real fact. Wow. Prior to me being born, there was a big baby. And then I was the biggest baby. And then you know what the funnest fact after that?
That is a fun fact. Yeah, what?
My high school girlfriend was the next biggest baby after me. You know what? It takes.
Was that how'd you find each other?
Yeah. On a website.
Just on Tinder, just like that was your bio. It's like, fun fact.
I'm just having,
oh my God, me too.
I'm just having the visual of people watching this and then getting that moment. And I'm like, yeah, that does sound insane.
It's so funny.
It sounds so
like,
crazy.
But do you bring that up a lot?
Every single show that we do or any kind of like interview thing, that comes up immediately. And it's like we're doing photos after the show and they're like, you guys were so good, we love the magic. And the girls go, oh, thank you so much. Did you know he was the biggest baby born in Australia? And then I go, what the fuck?
Are you still?
No, she is.
Oh,
but I don't know if she is still. I'm sure by now that's been broken. We're just getting bigger and bigger as people, are we not?
Imagine if you two had a baby. I don't want to bring up old flames.
No,
but.
that's fine. She's cool. That guy would have been huge.
Ah, yes, an acting podcast.
This is what I was saying. ADHD, just kind of like go on a tangent.
No, I haven't asked a single question in this episode, and I love that.
I'm so sorry.
No, I want to continue the journey, the story that you sort of been telling, because we started off really young. You kind of found this thing, and you found it by being very curious about trying different things and adding to your skill set and adding to your toolbox, right? And not just like actor's toolbox, just like things that sounded fun to you.
Yeah.
And even if you weren't qualified, you were just I can do that.
Yeah.
I think that's such a great attitude, and it's probably it's such a great way to sort of get into anything, because we're not experts at anything when we first start.
No.
And I love that didn't hold you back at all. Like I did this Paw Patrol show. I've done it twice now. Do you know Paw Patrol?
Yeah.
I played Ryder, who's the main guy, and I'd never done anything like that before. And I'm in the full the costume, and I spiked my hair up when I had hair, spiked it like up really high, and I come out on stage. And I'm like, hey guys, I'm Ryder. But there was like dancing in it, and I'm obviously not a dancer. And all the rehearsals, we kind of had to independently rehearse without a choreographer there. So we had to just figure this out on our own.
But they still gave you the choreo?
They had videos that we had to copy it from these videos, right? And the day before we went on to perform, that was the first day we met the actual director. And she's like, okay, what do you got? And we're like, holy fuck. I mean, I've got these like 4 pups in their full suits.
Costumes, yeah.
With the big, they can't see a thing, right? I'm like, all right, you ready, pups? And very quickly, one of the first things she said to me, like I did one of the moves, and she's like, you're not finishing your moves. And I'm like, I have no idea what that means. And I was like, I'm so out of my depth here.
Yeah.
But it was one of those moments where I was like, I need to figure this out real quick. Like I can't just fall into the trap of going, I don't know what I'm doing. I have to be like, I have to figure out what I'm doing right now. Yeah. So I'm like, all right, what do you mean by that? And she's like, you have to finish your moves. I was like, okay, dance moves have to be big. They have to, I'm on a stage in front of 2,000 kids. Like it's got to be big. But we did it. We pulled it off, and she was really happy. But I just had to learn from her really quickly.
Yeah.
I mean, did you have that experience is that what it was like when you first got into dancing? Do you think?
Yeah. My brain's just gone a million miles a second.
Yeah, sick. Good. Please save me from this question.
That's all right. So for myself, I know I learn best under pressure. You put me in a room, and this probably answers both of these questions. When I came back from Japan, I went to the States for like a couple months, and I came back to Oz, and I was doing a lot of dancing corporate gigs in Sydney. Again, not really like trained as a dancer properly with trained dancers. Yeah. But I was very, very good at picking up stuff. Like I'm like sponge-like, just very good at you just tell me stuff and I'll pick it up. And I'm also real good at I'm very rigorous with routine. Yeah. I go to the gym every day because it's just my brain just functions better. And I'm good at every single day I will do this thing. So for the dancing stuff, it was out of my depth, but very, very good at matching the level around me. Put the pressure on and I'll get to the game. I think that's a sporting thing though, because it's when I was swimming, it's the guy next to me is catching up. They're ahead of me. I better pull up, otherwise I'm screwed. Yeah. So it's that. I think subconsciously happens. Yeah. I guess for you, do you find with learning stuff, especially stuff that might not be in your wheelhouse, do you need give me 3 weeks with somebody helping me, give me my own time, and what's the best learning?
I think I'm pretty good at gauging what I do need and how much time I do need. But yeah, I think I do have I do understand my body and my skill set and even if it's learning an accent, I have a rough idea of what I think I might be capable of before I commit to it. But I think from a young age, I've realized that learning something is a process, and I understand the process. I understand that you're not good at something when you first start it, but I know what time can do for that, and and repetition can do for that. And I just understand that the process is, as long as you put the time in and you put the repetitions in, you will be crap at something until suddenly you're not so crap at it anymore. And then you'll be good at it. And just trusting that, it's like learning lines. You won't remember the lines for the first, 40 reads. And then on the 41st read, you're like, oh, it's starting to go in. And then after 100 reads, you're like, this is second nature to me. Yeah. But just understanding that of course I'm not good at this yet. So if there's pressure, it just means you gotta compress that. Yeah. You gotta put the repetitions in.
Do you think you thrive in that environment though? Do you think you're better
I do, because I think that's because I'm excited about it for that period of time, and I'm I'm gonna hyper focus on this thing for the next 2 weeks, and I know that I won't distract from that. I was talking about stilt walking for a commercial recently in the last podcast, and I'd grown up doing circus stuff, juggling and unicycling, but stilt walking was kind of a new thing, and I think I'd done it when I was younger, but I was I could do this. So I found some stilts. A friend of mine had some stilts, and I went and practiced on them, and I sent a video in of me walking on the stilts, and I'm like, yeah, I can do this.
Yeah, great.
And then I just kept practicing on them. And then even after the wardrobe call, they let me hold on to the stilts, and I would just walk around the house, you know, using these stilts. But I knew that I knew how much time I needed to put in to be confident to do this gig, you know. Yeah, I think I know that process. And I think it comes from like when I was younger, learning things like learning the piano or learning guitar or juggling, you know. I remember when I was really young and Dad was teaching us to juggle, and that moment where it clicked, like I remember, I can still see it. I can still see that moment where like suddenly I was like, Dad, I'm doing it. And I wasn't dropping them anymore. And it was like my body the brain found the pathway, you know, It made the connection. It was like, there it is. And I remember the same thing happened when I was learning to play guitar and sing at the same time, because it's like, you know, up until, you know, I was 16, I could play guitar and I could sing, but not at the same time. And I remember this one day I was playing I Can Tell That We're Going to Be Friends by the White Stripes.
Yeah.
And it's simple on the guitar. It's like, you know, two strings at a time. And I started singing, and then usually my fingers would stop as soon as I started singing. But I started playing this, and I could feel like my brain just made that connection, and I was singing and playing at the same time, and my fingers were still going, and I was singing like nicely, and I was like, guys, I'm doing it. And from then on, I could just do that. I could sing and play at the same time from then on. So just like trusting that process, that like it's going to be weird, it's going to be clunky for a while, but you just keep putting the work in, putting the time in, and eventually it will click into place. And that has been the thing that has like allowed me to not fear trying new things and being bad at something.
Because you have to be
initially.
bad to be good.
Yeah, you have to be bad initially. So, and maybe that's why the dancing thing for Paw Patrol was like, I know we only have one more day, but I know myself. I know my body, and I think I have enough time.
Yeah,
I know exactly how much time I need to put into this tonight to figure this out, you know.
Half my journey as a performer, because I started so late, like I started at 18, 17, has been learning as I go. So for me, it was like the third year of uni. I remember the moment specifically, I was doing vocal lessons with my singing teacher, and it clicked. And I was like, and she stopped whatever I was singing. We both stopped the song and then looked at each other, and she was like, what just happened? Because you just went to where we've been trying to get you to for the last like year. Yeah. And I was like, I think I just get it. Like, I think I just understand what's happening. And it was like, at that point, I can sing. I'm a singer now. Yeah. But then like in that realm, like,
I think I just get it. Yeah. Yeah.
But like,
it's so true.
It's so umbrella as well, because it's like, obviously every skill goes into so many things. Like if you sing, you know, you've got different genres, you've got harmonies, you've got all these different aspects. Yeah. Then like things became like when I did Jersey Boys, was not good at harmonies. And the start of that show is pure a cappella harmony. And so I then had to learn to do that in like a week and be good, because it's over there. It's like when you're in a professional setting like that, if you're not up to the standard, they cut you. Yeah. After you've already got the contract and you're there. Really? Right? Yeah. So I was like, I better step up. And this is the thing, pressure. Yeah. Surrounded by incredible gifted performers who are super empathetic and loving, and like a great cast that were like, hey bro, we'll help you after rehearsals. Like, you know, taking time with me to run through it, like real good people. Yeah. So stuff like that. And then with the dancing, it's the same thing. I had to learn tap dancing in uni. Wow. I can tap dance a little bit. Yeah. I do not like doing it. Oh, really? There's something visually disturbing about a man my size going tippity tap, tippity tap, tippity tap, tap. No way, man. I don't know. I look at myself and I go, what are you doing? Maybe it's just me having opinions about myself. Yeah. But then at the same time, I do ballet, and you'd think, that would look interesting with the size. And then I'm like, but I love it. I loved doing ballet. Yeah. Because I've got that nice flexibility, very strong straight lines. And like my teacher would always be like, you have such beautiful line work. And I'd be like, yes, thank you. I don't want to go to tap. Yeah. But just even in that, it's just like the people it was how motivated are you to do better, I guess, is the ultimate thing. Yeah. I went back to that uni after I graduated, after I'd done Jersey Boys, and did like a Q&A with the kids and stuff. And I just found like the thing I kept talking about was, this is what you make of it. It's easy to get an arts degree. You just go and show up and you do the work. Yeah, I see. Do you want to leave this course as a triple threat or a well-refined performer who understands in depth what they're doing, who can go into any kind of situation and be ready? Yeah. Or do you want to have to face the things I faced, where I neglected doing harmony work at uni So when I did my first job, I was in crisis because I then had to learn that.
Right. I see.
So it's you get these opportunities to do things. And I guess, I don't know, maybe it might be a privileged mentality because I find a lot of people that grow up having the availability to do whatever, to go to dance classes and do singing lessons and stuff. Because I didn't have that when I was a kid. Like we had nothing. We came from a war.
Yeah.
Bare minimum. Like I went to do swimming and that was the only thing we could have me go do kind of thing.
Yeah.
And for them to come into an environment where it's like the expectation is on you to learn how much you want to learn.
Yeah.
There's this kind of predisposition of ego being like, oh, I'm pretty talented because you get told you're really good your whole life and then you audition for a course and you get let in, that you don't think you need to work on something because you're good at it. So you focus on other things, but you are not as good as you think in that thing you do.
Yes, I know what you mean. And I think that's something I've learnt in the last few years, around the time I met you, is that like how the importance of sort of getting humbled every now and then.
It's important.
And just not getting ahead of yourself. You know, have confidence in yourself for sure, you know.
Yeah, but ego and confidence is a fine line.
Yeah,
but
well, I think you fall into the trap of thinking that you know everything or you've made it. You've reached this level of like, yeah, I got this. Just give me the job. I can do anything. But then you stop yourself from learning further.
Yeah,
you know. And I think reminding yourself that like there's always more to learn that's been pivotal for me. Just getting humbled. But it's put me in a headspace where every situation I'm in, you know, alongside just doing the job and you know, putting in the work and getting it done. I'm also sort of observing myself. And really trying to take in everything around me and the feedback from people around me, or just like trying to learn from my peers and other, you know, directors and filmmakers, and just staying in a headspace of like the student's mindset. Do you know what I mean? Like that's something that I've only sort of picked up in the last few years. Like I have to constantly be trying to learn something instead of just walking into an environment and being like, I got this, you know?
Yeah.
Otherwise you won't grow.
I had the same experience with the acting aspect at uni because I did a music theatre degree.
Yeah.
My brain at the time was like, I'm not good at singing. I don't know how to sing. I should learn. This is what I'm here for.
Yeah.
Dancing, I can dance, but I need to get better.
Yeah.
And then for acting, it was more like, well, I don't have like a technical understanding. Like no one's ever taught me technique or what everything is called.
Yeah.
But I've been doing this already for 5-6 years professionally. So I think I'm pretty good. And then it was the same conflict I had before at Wollongong where I was doing acting stuff that, because Stanislavski was great. Picked it up, understood it.
Yeah.
Happy to do the exercises. But I was facing a lot of backlash with myself doing exercises I didn't want to do.
Right. Yeah.
Like the ones where you're, you know, I want you to lay in the middle of the room surrounded by everyone and just open yourself up to what you're feeling and scream. Like just, you know, those real like touching a weird subconscious part of your brain. Well, I think it's less that. It's more teaching you to be flexible as a performer and being open to anything as an actor. Like acting is going to require you to do.
How do you go with that sort of stuff now?
Well, now I'm open to everything because that teacher, that first year or second year, I think in one of my reports, he said the best thing that's ever been said to me that opened me up, which was, I think you should be open to the things you're most not wanting to do because you might find the most growth there.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
so I was like, shit, what if I've been holding myself back as an actor because I'm refusing to open up to those things?
Yeah.
And then in the third year was this big transformation for myself as a person being like, you know what? Ego. It's ego. It's just ego at the end of the day. Kill your ego. You are not anything special.
Yeah,
make the most of this, right?
Yes. Well, you kind of lean on the things that you know you're good at to avoid risking showing anyone that you're bad at something else, or you still have room to grow in something else, you know?
Yeah, for me, it was less that. It was more the fact that this isn't going to, me taking the assumption of understanding what was being explained to me and going, this is not going to benefit me.
Oh, okay.
Because I think I know better because I'm a dumb fucking young man.
Yeah, I see.
Whereas now I'm like, unless I have done it, I'm not going to know if it benefits me. Like there's so much stuff we did in acting over those 3 years I'd never use.
Yeah.
But then there's plenty of stuff I'm happy to use when I need to.
Yeah.
Like what we do is basically, like you said, but we've said it a few times, toolbox, right? You learn all these skills so that you have access to them for when you need them.
Yeah.
You don't have to use everything you learn. You may never have to, but it's better to have that accessible than to have to figure it out and find it later, right?
Exactly. Where did you study?
Elder Conservatorium.
Yeah.
Over now at the joined university in SA Adelaide.
When was that?
2022.
It would have been around when we met, I reckon.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm a big believer in things. Everything happens as it needs to.
Yeah, okay.
And it was funny because I just finished working for Royal Caribbean. You'll like this gig.
Yeah.
So I was living in the Bahamas on a private island.
Dude, how old are you?
What am I, 29? 29.
You've lived a
Too many lives.
rich life. Yeah.
Yep. So private island.
Yeah.
And the gig was I played a pirate. And that's the gig, basically. So it was me and this girl. We played pirates who had been stranded on this island. And every day, basically, people would come in on the boats, like cruise ships. And then we would put on a show at midday that was like improvised, singing, dancing, comedy. And then like every couple of hours, we'd be roaming around the island, just interacting with people. Like
Wow.
most random gig ever.
Dude, that's crazy. How'd you
Yeah.
get that?
I just auditioned. I was in Japan for summer doing one of my favorite contracts ever. And then it came up randomly and I was like, oh yeah, I could go to the Bahamas for a bit. Why not? I've always wanted to work on a cruise ship.
Dude, that's so sick.
So random.
My God.
But when we did that, it was 2019. It was the end of 2019.
Right.
And then it was, I'd auditioned to get into that course.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I'll go home and I'll take a break because I've been performing nonstop 6 years. I haven't been home for more than 2 months at a time. Take a break, go get better at stuff.
Yeah.
If I'm happy after a year, I'll stick around. If I don't, I'll just bounce. Like,
Yeah.
I just needed a break. And mum and dad were like, come stay with us. We're in Adelaide. Like, we'll be here. It'll be nice. And I was like, all right, sure. Fly over. And then not even a week later after I get home, the first cases of COVID on the cruise ships happen.
Oh, no.
And they all go into lockdown because I was lined up to go home and then 3 months later fly back to Japan for another gig.
Yeah.
And so I had come home, COVID happened, and we were here being like, this is not going to affect us. Like, we're in Australia.
Yeah.
And then you know what happened after that. Then we all went into
what
lockdown. We lost a couple years, I think, of time. Yeah, so we went into COVID lockdown and I was like,
Holy shit.
man, that's good timing for me because my friends were on the boats and they were stuck at sea for 6 months at a time, like couldn't come home, just trapped in the middle of the ocean. And I was like, if that's not the universe being like, yeah, you need to go home and go do this degree.
Yeah.
The degree we were the second intake of the degree. So a bit of teething stuff to like, figure it out kind of thing, especially because it was like university setting as well. So it's like, we're not just like, VCA, for example, where it's like, that's all arts. Like even the creatives do arts.
Yeah.
We were at the Adelaide University doing essentially music degree.
Yeah.
Like, because it was just getting brought in. It was just figuring all that sort of stuff out. But since I've been back to visit them, it's beautiful, like really well thought out. A lot of learning, like just a lot, full on, but like good.
Yeah.
Like I look back, go, can I come back for 3 more years just to try this version of it? Like, I think it'd be really fun. Yeah, I liked it. It's annoying it took to that third year to finally get into a good headspace with stuff.
Yeah.
But that's also just the journey of life. You don't get to pick when you learn or when you mature. Men don't mature. Your frontal cortex doesn't develop as a man until 25. So
that makes a lot of sense.
Makes a lot of sense. But I hit 25 and I was like, I'm a new man.
Yes. Those years weren't great.
No. Oh, rough. They were rough.
Yeah.
There's also the thing of I came to uni older. Like I didn't come from 18. And I was this is where I had a bit of points of contention with the people in my course of 18-year-olds with no idea of the world.
Yeah.
Trying to tell me about life.
Yeah.
And me being like, I was literally living in the Bahamas 4 months ago. Working what we're studying to do.
Yeah.
And you're trying to tell me about like things. And I was just like, you know what? You're 18. You don't know.
There's a lot of learning that goes on in your 20s. 18 is so young, man.
It was rough. And I remember I think it was the third year, I kept saying to everyone, you'll see what I mean when you do your first contract. Because I kept trying to give advice, unsolicited advice.
Again. Men. That's what we do.
Ignorant men, yeah. And like, it was, some of it was good, some of it was bad, but like just the sheer like dismissal of stuff. I was like, I'm only telling you this because contextually I've just done this, so I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And I would say when you do your first contract, I'm going to ask you again the things that I said at uni. Do they make sense now? Or like the way I behaved, where I was just over things at some point.
Yeah.
And I remember meeting up with my friends middle of last year before I went to Japan, and I was like, they'd done their first contracts, and I went, do you understand why I was the way I was? And they go, yeah, man, sorry. And I was like,
well, what kinds of things were you sort of?
A lot of them had this idea that they would just go to Broadway in like New York.
Okay, yeah.
And I was like, oh, no, man, like you kind of like if you want to go to America, you have to get either an O1 visa or a sponsorship. They're very complicated. Like I have a friend that's worked 15 years doing touring musicals in like Korea, done theme parks, done cruise ships.
Yeah.
He got his O1 rejected. Like it's very, very, very meticulous. Like it's a lot to go.
Yeah.
So I'd say stuff like that, and they'd be like, no, like I reckon.
Yeah, but it'll be different for me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or like this, like because they're so devoted to their art form, the lack of being open to other things. So like I'm open to a lot of stuff because I enjoy performing in all of its aspects. Like I like doing the magic stuff randomly. I like doing a little dance, singing, act, like I like it all. But I also know that when you're a performer, you go where there's work. Like you go and you take every gig you get because it's all opportunity for growth. It's all opportunity for learning. Like, and a lot of them just wanted to do music theater and nothing else. And like almost kind of sniffed up at the fact that, oh, theme park work, like I'm above that, like that kind of mentality. And I was like, it's just this arrogance and ignorance of youth and privilege where you think you're better than that because you've not had the reality of I'm working 3 jobs at a cafe, at a bar, at a retail shop to pay rent and just to keep auditioning and going to classes at my mid-20s in Melbourne. Like you haven't had that reality. So you don't get it. And now that they're, it's been 3 years, 4 years since we've done that and they've all had to experience adulthood. They're just kind of like, oh yeah, damn, you were right. And I was like, I just wanted to hear it.
I just wanted to hear it.
I just needed to hear it.
Can everyone check in with me in 4 years?
I just need you all to tell me that I was right.
I want to know I was right.
Oh yeah.
Well, what now, man? You're back in Adelaide. I haven't seen.
Here.
I feel like because I met you at the Teresa. I realized today how often I bring up the Teresa Palmer workshop. It was like
pivotal. A lot of people that were on this podcast have been there.
Yeah, but exactly.
You, me, Nick.
But I realized like how many people I met there. That are still so a part of my life right now and my acting world.
God bless.
Like that, it was, look how many people we've met. Look how many relationships we have and friendships we have now.
Well, this is all that I think. I don't know if we were talking about it on here, but before you just surround yourself with people that make you want to do the thing you love. Like we were all like, we love doing this. This is our lives. What's next on the list? Let's see. I'm only here for 2 more weeks and then I go back to Melbourne.
Right.
But in those 2 weeks, I'm doing like open mic comedy and some singing and stuff. This is honestly still a break. I've destroyed my knee, which is annoying.
What'd you do?
I've torn my meniscus in like 4 different places on contract and just haven't had a rest. So see if I got to get surgery for that. But yeah, no solid plan. I've got some stuff in the air audition wise, some gigs potentially.
Theatre?
Theatre stuff. I've got a show I'm writing.
Oh, are you?
Yes, that I might have ready for the comedy festival, but it might just be Fringe next year. We'll see.
Great. What style?
Well, I can tell you about it if you'd like.
I would love. If you want to share it. Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
In this lifetime of many things that I've done, there was a brief moment when I was a young man where I was a topless waiter.
Perfect.
Yeah. Right. Saw the whole Magic Mike lifestyle. Saw what that was.
Nice.
And basically, I wrote a cabaret about my life it's called Tales of a Topless Waiter.
That's amazing, dude.
And so it's just stories of the things I've experienced and seen in that line of work. Just put it together with a bit of singing and some dancing and some comedy with the audience and stuff. Because I think it'd be a fun little show for people to look at.
Absolutely, man.
But yes, show, Melbourne. Might be back here for Fringe this year. We'll see. What about you? What's on the...
I'm doing a play in April.
Are we allowed to know what it is?
It was announced on New Year's Day. It's with Famous Last Words Theatre.
Oh, yes, I did see.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I found out, just a few weeks ago.
Congratulations.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm really excited. I haven't done a play in a couple of years. So
Australian play?
Yeah, it's an original written by James Watson, who's the director.
Oh, yeah.
And, I'm just keen to get back on the stage. And I think it'll be quite intimate. I think it's at the Goodwood Institute, and not on the main stage. I'm guessing this is because the last show they did was like quite a small space, and it's only a 4-hander, so I'm guessing it'll be quite small and intimate. But it looks like I think it'll be really fun and interesting play. I won't say too much about it because I think it's I'll let them reveal the details as they go. But they announced me and one of the other guys, Angus, the other day. So
hell yeah, dude.
That's exciting. Yeah, and what else? I'm going to the Philippines on Monday.
That's exciting.
But this episode will come out in February. So I have already been to the Philippines.
You're so tanned.
Yeah, I didn't. I saw no sun.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. But that's about it for now, man. I'm really looking forward to having some time off because
Bro, you have earned the time off. Please enjoy those 3 weeks.
Too much on my plate all the
real.
time. So, I'll try to switch off and just lie on the beach.
We're going to 20 minutes.
For 20 minutes, then I'm like, I should make some content.
Better edit.
Yeah. But we're going to a friend's wedding. That's why we're going
awesome.
over there. But then we're spending 20 days there, so it's going to be sick.
That's a good holiday. Well, thanks for coming on Plucked. I really appreciate it.
Well, thanks for having me. Plucked. Yeah. Well, this is really good, man. And
good to see you, bro.
Dude, yeah, it's really nice to see you. And it's really lovely that you took the time to come here and do the show.
Oh, bro. For you?
For me.
For you?
For me.
I get to see you and we get to talk shit for like a couple hours.
I love that. Do you want to plug yourself on any socials?
Yeah. Best place is Instagram. So the Sasha Simic. That's pretty much got everything I do. So if I'm singing and dancing, if I'm doing open mics, just check that out.
So that's at the Sasha Simic.
That's the man. The man, the myth, the legend.
Oh, what are we doing?
I don't know. Well, this is weird. Why are we chosen this way?
Do it again. Nice, man. That was so good. Thanks so much.
Thanks for having me, bro.
Man, what a bloody legend. Sasha, thank you so much for coming on. That was really fun, dude. It was very bro-y, wasn't it? Two dudes with a mic, you know what I mean? Speaking of which, I think he has a podcast. So I think it's called Two Dudes and a Mic and No Idea. I don't know. I'll link it. Anyway, give him a follow on Instagram, and I'm sure he'll spam you with his podcast. Follow him at the Sasha Simic. That's the Sasha Simic. Also, while you have the app open, give the podcast a follow at Go Pluck Yourself Pod, and give me a follow at featuring_Chris_Gunn. Yeah, I try to post some more serious acting stuff on my Chris Gunn page. And whether you're watching on YouTube or listening on your preferred podcast platform, how's that for alliteration? Make sure you hit subscribe or follow. It's the easiest way to support the show. But hey, if you really want to support the show, you can do that by signing up to the Patreon at patreon.com/GoPluckYourselfPod and contributing as little as $5 a month towards the show. Guys, this thing is entirely listener funded by you. You're the listener. I'm not beholden to any advertisers. This is completely independent. So if this podcast fires you up creatively, please do me a favor and type that link into your browser to become a patron. That's patreon.com/GoPluckYourselfPod. And just remember, guys, if you're on an iPhone, don't use the Patreon app because Apple, they're dirty bastards and they'll take 30% of your contribution just for using this stupid app. But you can avoid that by signing up through a web browser like Chrome or Safari or whatever. Then you can do that on your phone or on your laptop. And thank you to everyone that's already become a member. I love you all. All right, theme music by my amazing cousin Nick Gunn. Check out his work on SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/Nick Gunn. He's amazing. Thanks for listening, guys. I'll see you in a fortnight, I guess. My name is Chris Gunn, and hey, go pluck yourself.